I'll be showing you how to use the Shopify Craft theme step by step so you can be really confident in setting it up for your own Shopify store. So let's start things off by actually installing it on our Shopify store here. So if I head to all themes, filter by free themes, I can scroll down and I can see the Craft theme here. Now I'm going to click on this try theme button and it's going to install it on my Shopify store here. From there, it's going to redirect me to the Shopify themes page in my Shopify dashboard. I can see it here, Craft just added. Now I want to publish this as my active theme. You might want to wait until you have it fully customized if you do have another theme though, but I'll just get ahead of that and do it now. And next I'll click on the customize button. Publishing it is also making it live to any users that visit your Shopify store. So clicking on customize brings us to the Shopify theme editor. So I'll first do a rundown of the editor and then I'll go into customizing our homepage and then editing a product page so you get an idea and flow of how everything works. So in terms of an overall rundown, we have our left-hand side menu here. We have our overall settings from sections, which are going to involve any elements on this page. We have our theme settings. Here we can customize things such as the logo, the colors, the typography, and the layout. So these are overall settings that affect every page on our store. Lastly is the app embed section, and this is going to be for different Shopify apps you install onto your store. Might need to edit the front end, and this way you can enable and disable them. Most setups of any of these apps are going to get you to enable it. So let's start with a few overall theme settings. Now I'm not going to go into every single one here as there are quite a few elements, but essentially these let you customize things such as the thickness, opacity, and appearance of a lot of these individual elements. You can add different social media links as well. I encourage you to actually click into these if you're looking to customize any of them. But I'll do some basic ones. I'm going to select a logo. So expanding the logo section, I can select an image. You can add new images, but I've already uploaded a logo here. I'll click on this one, then click on done. You can then set the desktop width to the logo. I'll set it as 60 pixels. We can also select a favicon. This is the little icon that shows up on the tab. I'm just going to select the logo again as well. But ideally it is a 32 by 32. This way it doesn't have to do any auto scaling. I'll leave the colors as a default for this theme. We can click into any of the color schemes or add new ones as well. So let's go through an example section here. And this is our home page. It's split up into a few sections from our header to our template, to our footer, and they are appearing in that order as well. We can rearrange any of these sections by hovering over 6 dots and then dragging it around on the page. By default, we can see some pre-added ones here, such as rich text to add our collections, a collage of different other collections, and then featured, and then our footer has some default sections for signing up to a newsletter. Now let's go and edit some of these. To edit any specific section, we just click on it here, and we can see settings open up. Depending on your window size, it's going to be on the left-hand side, on the right-hand side. If I zoom out a bit, it shows up on the right-hand side, but it's essentially a sub-navigation that's going to have quite a few detailed settings in it. So for the announcement bar, if I click on it, I get the color scheme settings, I can show icons on desktop. What I really want to do is customize the message. So I just want one item in our announcement bar. So I can click onto it and then change the text saying, get 10% off this weekend. It's going to be up to you on what you want to add. You could also add a link here by searching for it from your existing links on your store or pasting one in. Next up, if I click on the header section here, I can customize things such as the logo position, change the menu item or the list of menu items that are being used. Right now, I have an item called main menu, which I set up under my navigation. I can change the menu type from a mega menu to a drawer. You can see everything's collapsed here, but I like drop down as there's not a ton of links on this store. We can also customize the sticky header. So if I set this to always, it's going to follow me as I navigate throughout my store, but I'm okay with saying on scroll up. So as I scroll up, it's going to show up in case they want to navigate to different items. You can customize things such as the country or language selector in the top right and more detailed settings around the spacing. Now by default, there are the header and the announcement bar in the header section, but if we want to add a new section, you can click on add section here and I could add an announcement bar, an app grid, or a custom liquid, which is essentially custom code. Let's head to the template section. So I'm going to add a new section. Now there are tons of pre-built ones from this Shopify theme here. If I click on add, I can see featured featured collections, collection list, and so on. Hovering over any of them will also show a preview here. I'm going to select image banner. So if I select image banner, I'm going to select a background image. Now, just in terms of length of this video, I don't really want to go into every single setting here, but I do have other video breakdowns covering what every single setting does. I can go and click into the image banner. Let's say I want this to be check out our store. And for the button, I could say shop now and add a link here to a specific collection. Let's say it's all collections. Now, in order to rearrange everything, I can hover over the 6 dots and drag it to the top here. I think this looks more professional having the image banner on top. Next, let's go and fill out some of these sections. So for our collage here, if we click on the collection, we need to actually select a collection to make it show up correctly. I'll select camping, and maybe for the next one, I'll select summer collection. I can also remove this. Let's say I don't actually like this. I could hover over the trash icon here and it's going to remove that. I could add another section. Let's say it's a featured collection here. I do have one here, but let's add a second one. If I click into it, I can select the actual collection. Let's say this one is going to be the summer collection here. As for the footer section, I can edit any of them by clicking into it. I can click on any of the text elements, edit those here, or I could remove them entirely by just hitting the trash icon. As for the footer, I could also maybe add some blocks here at the bottom. So I want to add a navigation menu, and these are going to be my quick links. And if I click into the footer here, I could add some top margin so it's not directly below that existing section. So really, as an overall, after editing this page, we covered a few things from creating different sections to adding them in. Overall, Shopify's theme editor makes it quite easy with quite a few pre-built sections. As long as you're comfortable after doing it a few times of clicking into something, going and viewing all the settings in the sub menu, and then rearranging it to your liking, you'll have a really good idea of how to edit any single page on your Shopify store, as well as customizing the overall theme settings on the left-hand side here. Now, this is just the homepage, and you can finalize these changes by hitting save in the top right, but to go and access any other templates, I can click on the drop-down menu here. I can search for specific templates, or I could go to maybe a collection. I can see the default collection template that's applied to all my products. And by clicking on this page here, I can then maybe add a section. I could also rearrange this, maybe putting the product grid above the collection banner. Can maybe show a featured image as well. I'd say when making any of these edits too, you want to have an idea of how it looks, and then you can go and actually fill out that customization for your store. If you don't want to use these top drop-down menus, you could just click into any of the links in your store and it's going to automatically update. You can see this is updated to default product here. So again, same thing, I can rearrange any of these sections here to how I want it to look exactly. And I can also add new sections. I think by default, the product page template is pretty good for what it is, showing everything a customer needs to see, from the title to the price to the sizing. I could remove something like these share icons here. Let's say I just wanted to hit the trash icon. I could also remove this text here, as I think that's kind of redundant to have the name of the store listed there. But if I click on any of these sections, I get the settings on the right and a very familiar feel to how I edited the homepage. If you've made any sales on your Shopify store, you know how hard it is to keep track of how much money your store has actually made. You have your revenue, your cost of goods sold, transaction fees, all your ad spend, as well as any other monthly expenses. It can be a headache to keep track of. And that's where our sponsor Profit Calc comes in, the one-click profit calculator available for your Shopify store. It syncs seamlessly, and all you have to do is select the date range you're looking for to get real-time calculations, so you can see how much money your store has actually made. It works seamlessly with all your different ad accounts from Facebook, Google, Snapchat, Bing, Pinterest, and TikTok, as well as many cost of goods sold providers. There's a 15-day free trial so you can test drive everything for yourself so you can start making smarter business decisions as you'll have a true understanding of your store's performance. There's a link in the description that will take you to the Shopify App Store directly. You can also search for it by searching for Profit Calc and then looking for this logo in the top left here. Again, there's a 15-day free trial, so make sure you check that out. So this concludes the video here on the Craft theme tutorial. I hope this gave you a really strong overview of the Craft theme. Along with all of Shopify's free themes, it's super easy to set up with quite a bit of customization out of the box, letting you really rearrange and style your store to your liking. If this video helped at all, I would love it so much if you smash that like and subscribe button below. If you have any questions, leave a comment, but thank you so much for watching and I'll see you in the next one.